From the outside looking in, Starcraft 2 can seem fairly intimidating to the inexperienced viewer.
There are a lot of things moving around, the commentators speak really fast, everything seems to be very intense. The good news is, the basics are not too difficult to understand. It's when the masterminds get their hands on the tools that the game evolves into something incredibly complicated and resoundingly beautiful.
Bold is going to do it, Nate. I think it saves. Oh
my God,
Bold,
the
stop
bait!
it, you!
Starcraft on the competitive level is a 1 versus 1 real-time strategy game. If you lose, there is no one to blame but yourself. This makes the game sometimes frustrating to play, but also incredibly rewarding as you adjust to mistakes and find yourself improving. Players of all skill levels from bronze to grandmaster, innocent noob to seasoned professional are granted the same exact pieces as they begin a multiplayer 1 versus 1 game, a group of workers, and a worker production facility. General strategy revolves around increasing your worker count to gain additional income while creating infrastructure and an army with the resources you obtain, with the knowledge that your opponent is doing the exact same thing somewhere else on the map, with your demise in mind. From the very beginning, every decision made by each player will directly affect the flow of the game and eventual conclusion. It's these decisions and timely executions that separate talented, quick, and crafty players from the rest of the field. In full Pokemon style, there are 3 races to choose from before you jump into the Starcraft battlefield: the Terran, the Protoss, and the Zerg. Each race has special attributes and provides a vastly different palette of tools, which brings a remarkable amount of diversity to each game that is played and allows players to explore a seemingly infinite amount of playstyles and strategies. Professional players exert full-time work hours into practicing, watching replays, receiving advice, number crunching, developing strategy, and much more, with the goal in mind of becoming champion at competitions around the world, with the ultimate peak as being considered the best player in StarCraft. All of these elements combined have produced a furious frenzy of energy, attention, and hype, revolving around a vast player base, passionate community, and highly competitive game. It's safe to say StarCraft has led the surge of competitive gaming to a global scale and will always be considered one of the most respected competitive video game titles to have ever existed.